Thomas, it's a win, but only just. What's your verdict?
Yeah, we're not happy with the performance, of course. I think we started quite well in the first 20-25 minutes. This was the only part where I had the feeling it's a matter of time. We created a lot of chances, half chances, and a lot of set pieces. And like I said, I had the feeling it's a matter of time when we will score and keep on going. But we lost completely the momentum. Couldn't get it back through the whole first half then. Got a little bit of it back in the maybe first 15 minutes of second half, and then ended up in a period that was by far not good enough, with a lack of urgency, lack of quality, and lack of energy.
Is that mental? Is it physical?
It's maybe both. It's always both, maybe. But it's just what it is. At the moment, we can just admit it. That's not what we expect from us. And need to do better. We need a bit of time to look at it in detail and address it clearly and directly, and do it better on Tuesday.
Was Noni Madueke one of those who advanced his cause today?
He was maybe over the course of the match the most dangerous, the most active and the most dangerous. Yeah, I could feel his hunger and the desire, determination to do what was the plan to do throughout. Yeah. Was one of the few who met the expectations.
Is your frustration, your plan, the message didn't get across to the players then?
I think the message got across because we had good 25 minutes. Otherwise, we had good 25 minutes. We played according to the plan, but we couldn't keep the energy up. It's as easy as that. The energy was after 25 minutes. The rhythm, energy, the determination was not there anymore. Then it came also with a lack of quality in the little details, in passing, in the finishing, and in decision making. And then it looks like it looks.
It's 3 wins out of 3 in the group, but there will be tougher teams to face in the group. So what's your message now to the group, to the players?
That was basically the message, what I said just now, that I was most worried in the last 20 minutes, because I did not like the attitude with which we ended this game. Felt almost like we have to play it until 93rd minute, and I didn't like the lack of urgency in the end, and I think it did not match the occasion. It's still a World Cup qualifier away from home. Didn't like it at all. The players know all I said to you now on the microphone. They know because I said it in the dressing room. But it's also necessary to have a look in detail, watch the match again, and then we will let them know tomorrow what we want from them.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Well, Noni, it's a win. I know the players are disappointed at the size of the win. What's your verdict?
Yeah, no, it would have been nicer to score more goals. We definitely had the opportunity to do so. I feel like we lacked a bit of a clinical edge at times, but at the end of the day, we dominated the game. We've won, and yeah. 3 wins out of 3 and under the new manager, and no goals conceded, so there are positives to take for sure.
You were involved in the one goal. Yeah. Cross or shot for Harry?
Nah, cross. Yeah. Cross for Harry, and he does what he does best. So.
And then maybe the one frustration right at the end.
Yeah, I got caught in 2 minds whether to go for goal or try and pick out Anthony, but we won the game at the end of the day, so that's most important. And
what pleased you? What do you hope you've shown with your performance today? Because the manager has praised your risk-taking today. You're taking a player on.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I do every time I step on the pitch. I try and play with risk, play with flair, and try and beat my man and create and try and score. So I feel like today was no different. And yeah, I'm happy with the assist and happy with the win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think everyone expected the win, but not the scoreline. What's the feeling in the dressing room?
Yeah, you could say a bit of disappointment. Of course, we want to stamp our authority on these games and win by a large margin. Of course, it's nice to win by a big margin, but at the end of the day, we've still won the game. And I think we take the positives. Of course, we'll look at the negatives and see how we could have improved, how we could have broke them down maybe a bit easier, maybe a bit quicker and stuff. So, yeah, but that's what football's about. And it's a learning experience as well. And you take the positives, you take the negatives as you do in every game, and you just keep moving forward. I don't think there's too much to be down about, but at the same time, yeah, we know we've got improvement to do.
Was the template the goal, really, a direct pass in behind? That obviously, I think, was the plan. It just only worked the once.
Yeah, that was the plan from the start, was to get in behind them. Of course, then we knew we were going to make it difficult. We knew they were going to defend deep in their box, so it was about penetrating runs in behind. I think we tried. I don't think it was down to a lack of trying. Maybe just execution, timing, quality. That all comes into play. But yeah, as I said, we'll look at it tomorrow. We'll see where we can improve, and we'll keep progressing. We'll keep going forward on this journey that we're on.
Thanks, Morgan.
Thank you.
Everyone expected the win. I think they expected a different scoreline. What's your verdict?
Yeah, it's one of those. I think for sure we can play better. It wasn't our greatest performance. I don't think many people will remember this one, but we can learn from it. You know, it's very hot here, dry pitch, probably similar conditions to maybe next year at the World Cup. So, yeah, we'll go away and analyse. You know, we had good spells in the game, but we couldn't just consistently have attack after attack. And yeah, look, we take the 3 points and we move on.
What was missing? I think everyone would have expected you to build on that goal early in the second half. Why didn't you?
Yeah, a mixture of things. Probably not good enough on the ball, not enough forward runs, forward passes. And then, yeah, the most important thing is we kept giving it away. And then it gave them a bit of confidence, it gave them energy. And then, look, at 1-0 with 5-10 minutes to go, you have to be careful because it's an important game for us to make sure that we got the 3 points. So it is what it is. We move on.
I'm sure Noni Madueke would have hoped to have scored right at the end, but is he one who's pushed his course forward?
I think so. I think he was a constant threat today. Obviously got the assist for the goal as well, but yeah, we need more of that. You know, we have amazing players. We need players who are not afraid to get it 1v1 and just go, and if they lose the ball, get it again and go again. And against these type of teams, you need that 1v1 quality because, you know, any team can sit back and defend and make it tough, and like they did today. So, yeah, he played really well.
So 3 wins out of 3 in the group, but what's the message with harder games to come in this group to the team?
Yeah, that we need to be better for sure. Look, the June camp's never an easy camp. There's always people coming off the back of a lot of games, long seasons, and I think we saw that out there today. But look, we just have to learn from it. You know, we got what we needed, 3 points. We have a friendly on Tuesday now where we can learn again against opposition we may come up against next year. So that's all we can do. We thank the fans. You know, they were great, even though they were spread out in the stadium. They made them the noise heard, and obviously we're disappointed we couldn't score a few more for them. But yeah, I'm happy we just got the win.
Thank you, Harry.
Cheers. Thank you.